First off, Mr. Dillon, congratulations on your new film, and thank you for taking a little bit of your time to talk to me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Francisco. I appreciate it.
So, in theme with the story of Buddy Games and the insane contests that Bob Father came up with in the movie, in real life, what's the craziest thing you've done in any form of competition? Anything? Just give me one.
Oh man, I'm a big golfer. My competition is always on the golf course with my buddies. Nothing crazy like what we do in buddy games. But I'm very competitive. So if it's darts or game of pool or foosball, whatever it may be, I'm going to compete at anything. I love pinball, especially. I'm a pinball wizard. You don't want to mess with me on a pinball table.
Okay, I've been warned. Okay. All the characters in the movie are hilarious. I mean, they each have their thing, their quirks, and their baggage. So, is there a lot of yourself in the character you play, Doc, in this film, and or are you guys really different? And what trait from Doc were you the most excited to portray and play with in the film?
Well, I think Doc is he's probably the most reserved out of the group. He's a chiropractor, but once a year when they all get together for these buddy games, he becomes like a kid again. And he drinks too much and parties too hard and competes in these games, and they all become kids at this moment. And I kind of do that in my real life too. When I go back home, I see my buddies that I grew up with in New York. As soon as I see them, I feel like a kid again. I feel like they're a kid again, and we act like children again. It's a strange vibe, but that's kind of what happens with these buddy games.
One of the things I loved about the film is that it goes from a really serious, touching moment to something like hilarious, like funny gag. It reminded me of films like Beer Fest and Old School,
Yeah.
kind of those films like Animal House. So, besides being entertained, I wanted to ask you, what do you want people to take away from this film now, that we've been having a tough 2020? So besides being entertained, what do you want people to take away from buddy games?
Well, the great thing about this movie is, it's hilarious. You're going to laugh like crazy. And these guys are, they bust each other's chops like friends do in a bad way. And they'll do some horrible things to each other because that's how that's just how they are. But in the end, they love each other. And it's about friendship, really. It's about these guys who have been doing this since they were kids. And they're still doing it today. And so it's all about friendship. It's trying to stay young. And I think the best thing about this film right now during these tough times is it's going to make people laugh. And I swear to God, I belly laughs. I've seen it in front of an audience, and it has a lot of really great laughs.
Before wrapping up, I'm such a big fan of your work on Entourage. So I want to ask you, with 2020 so far, with this pandemic, how is Johnny Drama doing?
Johnny Drama he's probably locked down with Baby Bro right now, hanging out with Turtle, smoking a fatty maybe. That's what Drama's doing. But he's still trying to compete and get jobs. I'm doing a podcast right now called Victory, the Podcast.
That's awesome.
With Kevin Connolly and Doug Ellen. So check it out, Victory, the Podcast. But, we finally, Doug Ellen, who's the creator of Entourage, just talked about, I've been trying to talk him into a reboot for years. So he's finally now maybe going to consider maybe doing a reboot. So we'll see what happens. But I know all the actors would love to do it. So we'll see. But now, it's all about buddy games. Buddy games is hilarious. I want to see a buddy games too. Yes. I think this show is so good. It should be a franchise.
Yeah, you should guys get together and add some new maybe girls and some other friends from mix it up.
Yeah, they have the buddy games once a year. So why not do a movie once a year about these?
I know you're gonna kill me, Mr. Dillon, but I wanted to ask you. You're gonna kill me, but is it okay if we do the victory? You do it with a Puerto Rican this time for the last time, maybe?
You want a victory?
Let's do it together.
You want it? Yeah. You say when? 1, 2, 3.
Victory! I appreciate that. Thank you. So again, congratulations on your new film, and stay safe, okay? And happy Thanksgiving in advance.
All right. You take it easy, man.